coming in live from the second floor of Pioneer Street Market, also known as PSM, located at inside HMR parking compound along Reliance Street across TV5 in the city of Mandaluyong. Let me repeat that again. This is Pioneer Street Market and this is a building. Pioneer Street Market is not a street, it's a building inside HMR parking compound. And Decaf Coffee Republic is located at the second floor. And right now, I'm coming in live with beautiful guests on the floor. Yes? Yan, all right. So we have a lot of newcomers. Okay, so if this is the first time that you're joining me via live, okay, I pray that one of these days you will find really an opportunity to join me on floor and meet beautiful people instead of you just watching me live. This is Kapehan Night. This is weekly coaching sessions with me happening every Tuesday. Kapehan Night is for people who wants to hear things that they don't want to talk about but they really love to know. And we talk about relationships, money, career, and anything under the sun, including the sun. But for tonight, we're going to be talking about, truth be told, lying. Okay? We're going to be talking about deceptions. We're going to be talking about the things that you normally lie about, the things that normally cause you to lie. And prayerfully, at the end of the talk, you start realizing that truth remains to be the best way to live our lives. So, I'm a certified life coach. I'm Coach A, and I'm empowering people to be mentally fit. Okay, I empower people to live beautifully. I empower people to be courageous, to be strong, and to be bold enough to declare and to say what they want in life. And we hope that one of the coming days, we will come face to face. I'm gonna meet you, and if there's anything in your life that you need a professional help to really cross over from where you are today to where you want to be in life, and if fear is holding you back, then we've got some coaching talks to do. All right, so my advocacy is mental wellness. I advocate quality of life, especially for people with special needs related to mental wellness. So if you, your family members, or people you know, people you love, happens to be suffering from depression, from anxiety, or any clinical disorders that you believe that needs help to be functional, then I would appreciate if you can give me a call, give us a message, and I'm sure you will appreciate some partnership with us, and I'm sure you will appreciate as well to visit our place and feel at home, right? So, nasan yung mga normal goers namin dito? This is Decaf Coffee Republic, and welcome to our home, welcome to our family, welcome to everything that inspires you and help you being transformed in life. Okay, for tonight, we're going to be talking about truths, about lying, truths about deception, and as to begin with, if you believe, okay, this talk can be a blessing to people you know, people you love, then I would appreciate if you can hit the share button and share this around, circulate it for some people needs to hear the truths about lying. So, I'm not sure about you, but regardless of religion, we would be hearing that truth and telling the truth is always a moral import. There's always a moral importance into it. Would you agree? All right. So people would always say that truth sets you free. All right. And then they will always say that it's better to tell the truth. They will always tell you that, okay, if you are a Christian, if you are a believer of Christ, and everything, you shouldn't be lying. Have you heard of that? Okay, but you also know that the most common, frequently seen, done by human being is lying. Okay, it's the easiest thing that we do, and while we know that it's a sin, while we know that lying is not really good for us, and many times we would lie. Okay, so for tonight, I'm gonna share with you why do we lie and why do we say a lie. Okay, so I believe at this point in time, you deserve some freedom to understand why are you lying. Because many times people will just beat themselves and say, I lied again. If you can connect, okay, hit that emoji and say, I can connect, coach. Okay? So, can you just say hello to us if you're online right now, okay? For those of you who is watching this to a shared video, just in case also you're going to be watching this on a replay and you want to interact and comment with us, I would appreciate if you give me a comment directly to Coach A page, because from there we can immediately read your messages. It's normally if you message us from a shared link, we don't get to read immediately your comments. Okay, for those comments that I will not be able to read, that's coming in through my personal FB chat room, okay, I will respond to you right after my talk. That's a promise, and I always do that. All right, going back to my topic. Okay, a lot of people, okay, if you are on floor right now, my guess, okay, how many of you feel guilty whenever you lie? You want to come forward and join us? Or you're comfortable? Okay, how many of you feels guilty when you lie? Hands? Okay, how many of you tells me that it's natural to lie? All right, so how many of you feels that there's no feeling when I lie? It's just like, it's needed. Sir, how do you feel? It's needed.
When it's needed only.
Sa kanya. It's not usually, but when it's needed.
When it's needed.
Okay, so, you see, all across the room, with my with my on-floor guests, okay, we will be separated. Some people will feel guilty about saying lie. Some people will really condemn you for saying lie. And for some people would say there are lies that are needed. Okay? And for tonight, okay, not really to promote lying, my heart is really to share with you research, all right, scientific research that done by great people, men and women ahead of me, and let me share it with you. At least you get to understand why people lie, all right? There are two things that we are going to achieve tonight. First, that you start loving yourself even if you're lying, and you start being forgiving to people who lies to you. Are we cool? Okay, do you agree? It can be done. All right, so let me begin. Okay, I asked you earlier, when was the last time? Guess, when was the last time you lied? Okay, and many of you would say yesterday or last week, last Sunday. Okay, so let me check if this sounds familiar to you. How many times you said to someone, you're on the way? Yeah. Somebody asked you, where are you? Where are you na? And you answered, I'm on my way. How many times you said that? And you're not on the way. And you're still taking a bath. Alright? Or you're about to be on the way. Alright? Somebody, alright, here you are rushing for a meeting that you know you're gonna be late, and then that person texted you and say, I'm here now, where are you na? And then you answers, I'm on my way, but you're still holding the key, about to close the door. Okay, so, okay, how many of you would do that? Yay! Wonderful. And why would you do that? All right. Do you know it's lying? You do? You do? Okay, so how many of you receive an invitation for a night out, for a dinner, for a lunch, all right? For a weekend getaway, for a friend's time, all right? And you would say, may lakad ako. Truth be said, truth be told, walang lakad, ayaw mo lang. Right? Oh, hello. Okay? See? Okay. How many of you, okay, got to a restaurant with a group of people who start ordering, and then you want to order but you feel they have so much order, and because you're gonna share in the bill, you're thinking, ang dami ko nang babayaran, ang mahal na nito, and they said, what do you want? No, I'm great, I'm okay. You've selected the right food. Or, you wanted a different dish, but it seems to be a different from everyone. And you say, I'm okay. How many times? Huh? Sir? You were very honest, no? To say ayoko. You ordered.
Yeah, I ordered.
Yeah. Gusto ko mag-order eh. Tips? Okay, gusto ko mag-order eh, no? Okay. Now, how many of you, alright, have served a food, given a food, And when asked kung masarap, answered yes, pero hindi mo gusto yung food. Or you were served, right? You were served a food, you were given a food, nilibre ka, diba? And then ang tanong sa'yo, normal na tanong eh, masarap? What do you answer? What do you answer? Yes. You understand? Okay. I'm trying to paint a picture of common lies, and people would say it's a white lie, but it's still a lie. Alright? Let's start getting, it's uncomfortable, but let's start getting comfortable with the uncomfortable things so we can dive into the reality. Because that's what happened to people, and that's what life coaches would do. We want you to start being comfortable with the uncomfortable things in life so you can face it head on. Are we cool? Yes. Alright, so are you getting it for all the first-timers? Kasi bakit ang daming tanong? That's what life coaches do. We're so good at asking questions. Alright, so how many of you have read a review, book review in the internet, or when you're reading a book, may book review sa harapan? Or may book comments? This is the best book I've ever read, something like that. How many of you have read the book? Touch a book. Hold the book. You never done? Please check the book sections of our coffee shop. We've got a couple of books. Okay, you've done? Yes. All right, here's the thing. Normally, when you open the book, you will find there introductions, right? The best book I've ever read, and everything. All right. How many of you would know that most of those were lie? Because that was written before it was printed. I'm not bursting the bubbles to all my friends who are author. I love you all. We know that. Okay? You know what? Many of them would also be written by the author with a pen name. Okay? Okay? One of the favorite is Nicodemus Jones, okay? Who is also R.J. Ellery. They are one and the same person, and Nicodemus Jones will write a review for R.J. Ellery books. But people know they're one and the same. Isn't it that's lying? Yeah, definitely. You're going to write a review for yourself, for your own authored book. Definitely, you're going to give a good review. Are you getting it? Okay. How many times, okay, somebody follow up an email from you and you said, oh, I thought I sent it. It's in my Dropbox. But truth be told, you did not responded anyhow. Truth be told. All right, next. How many of you, okay, have seen, okay, a person, or you're talking to someone over the phone, or maybe that's you, and you start feeling boring, or the conversation feels like you don't like it, and you say, I gotta go, I got something to do, I gotta go, I got work, I gotta go, I got this. Truth of the matters, truth be told, there's none. You just want to say, can we hang up the phone? Guilty as charged? Yes. Have you done that? Yes. I've done that. I've done that. Okay? I would say, I've got to go, I got classed. Okay? Now, I want you to understand, okay, Miss Balu, let me just read this, okay? Sometimes we need to lie just not to hurt someone so dear to us. That's what lie is. Yan. Good evening, Miss Malu. All right, so I understand. All right, so now we understand that lying happens every day. Because for some people, they would say, no, we don't lie. That's not accepted in our culture. That is not bad. Let's not talk about lying, and let's just put it under the table. No, what I'm just trying to paint to you, we lie. Yeah, it's a reality. Okay? When you are not comfortable, do you really, bold enough, would always say, I'm not comfortable? That I don't like it. Pag reklamador daw, oo. Pag hindi, sabi sa akin dito. Pag hindi, coach, hindi ako reklamador, hindi ko sinasabi. Alright, now, let me share with you why people lie. Okay, there are 4 categories. Okay. We all want to say the truth. Would you agree? Would you agree? Okay. So I don't think someone else would get up in the morning and say, hey, today is the best day to lie. Ayos! You met someone like that, introduce that person to me, okay? Because you say like, I'm gonna lie today. Man, come on. I don't think you say that. All right? Every day of our lives, until the day or until the moment we're gonna close our eyes, we wanna be truthful, we wanna say the truth, and we just want to be honestly saying what we think. That's why many times we say, I'm just being honest. To be honest. Have you heard that? All right. However, in the light of being honest, some people also tiptoe on lying. Let it sink for a bit. Okay? Now, here's the thing. They also say that, okay, earlier I shared 200 lies we receive on the average daily from other people, meaning we receive it, not us lying. Would you agree as well, okay, this is from a research of University of Massachusetts that says, men, where are the men in the house? Men in the house, it says, men lie twice as often as women. I'm just reading it. Teka muna, sabi niya. Oo. Okay? www.mcall.com. Okay, that is, I'm reading from an article, Faith and Values, the Moral Importance of Truth-Telling by Lord Stephen. O, kala nyo ha, binasa ko lang talaga. Baka mas magaling lang maglay ang mga girls kaya hindi alam. Masabi daw ng research. Okay, now. Okay. Interesting, according to research, as lying can be, we share a widely belief that lying is wrong, and some would even say that tell the truth, the whole truth, but nothing but the truth. Now, the research would challenge and say this is the worst kind of moral violation because to be truth about it, you cannot be wholly truth. Okay? They say, for example, if you are I'm coming in from a religious interest, okay? So let me just put that quality. I'm reading it, okay? It says that, okay, there are really times, okay, that you cannot say the truth and the whole truth but nothing but the truth. If you are gonna be holding a gun, somebody put a gun on you, get all your money, and says, do you still have money in the bank that we can withdraw right now? Do you have ATM there and everything? For your lives and protections, you will not surrender everything, isn't it? And you just lied. Are you getting the point? See? So, he's saying that many times we don't get to address the source of deception because we don't want to understand why we lie. Are you getting the point? And now, let me run through by Rachel Brown. She published, okay, the why of the lies. Okay, why do we lie? And she shared that from a study done by Timothy Levine. Okay, you can find it in the internet. Okay, in fact, I'm gonna post this after my talk. I'm gonna post a chart, and you can see people's motivation from deceit. All right, so he said that there are 4 categories why people lie. Can you guess? Number 1, why do you lie? Why do you lie? Okay, the feelings. Okay, so the first reason, okay, there are 4 categories, and one of the first category that was spoken, 36%, okay, of people lie because they want to protect yourself. You want to protect yourself. Okay, why and how? 22% of the people that were studied says that 22%. Okay, so 36, 22, and 14. 22% of the people say they lie because of personal transgression. They want to cover up a mistake or a misdeed. All right? So you lie because you are not ready to say what you have done. You want to protect yourself. Because if you say the truth, what happened? Why? So you protect yourself. Example, if you're driving without license, would it be easier and better if you say, I forgot my license, than saying, I'm driving without license? Easier, right? So you're doing it to protect yourself, right? So you got into a traffic violation, the police comes and say, license? What would you do? Well, actually, sir, I'm driving without license. Actually, I don't have it. Pasensya na po, kailangan po pala ng driver license? Or would you say, oh, sir, I'm sorry, I was in a hurry and I forgot it. But I got it at home. Come on now. Now you're laughing and you're smiling. Okay? It doesn't make it right, but you wanted to protect yourself. Agree? Yes. But that was lying. Would you agree with me? All right. Now, you've got a friend, all right, who, maybe not a friend, okay, you know somebody, okay, let me just, okay, I have a friend, I know someone, and she would always say, you always say you've got a friend, but maybe people who violates you should not be your friend, so I will not say a friend, okay, you know someone, okay, now I'm correcting myself, you know someone who would always make utang, okay, get a loan from you, and will never pay you. You know people like that? Okay. That person owes you a lot. Calls you another day and asks, meron ba tayo dyan? Ano sasabihin niya? Friend, yeah, I'm in need again. Do you have some money in there? What would you say? Oh yeah, I actually got my bonus. I'm so excited to loan it to you. Grabe siya. So, what would you say? What would you say? Ano sagot, Coach? Wonderful. I hope you can say, all of us can say that. Straightforward, correct? Correct, right? You protect yourself from further damage because you know you had a transgression, or because avoidance, that's my next, avoidance or escape to evade the people who's abusing you. That's still protection. You protect yourself because you commit a mistake. You protect yourself because you are the one in error. You are the one in transgression. Or you are in avoidance. That's the 14% reasons. 14% of the people who studied and surveyed say, I just want to avoid and escape that. The situation, the people, mangungutang, di nagbabayad. Dependent people, if you are in a dormitory, if you are sharing a space with someone else, and that person will not buy the basic necessity and would always get toothpaste from you, okay? You've got an extra soap, toothpaste, and one day you will just say, no, I don't have. But truth be told, you have it. Okay? People, office mates, classmates, I experienced this when I was studying. We've got someone who seemingly don't want to buy food from the canteen, but would always pass off the lunch and the merienda, getting food from everybody. Yeah, I experienced really hiding my food. And they're very strong. They will ask you even, do you have more food? More food? I would say, no, I don't have. I just lied. Pero di ba sabi mo, sobre na kasi nakakainis. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah, we had the classmates like that. Actually, they're twins. Yeah, they're twins, and they're both having that kind of attitude. And you would not say that they don't have the money because, well, the way I look at it, they have more money. And they can buy, they just don't want to buy. Is it immediately right after, like we were, get out of the room and we start eating, they will just have from one place to another place. You know that when you have chichirya, okay, junk foods, and they will just get. And together with the drinks. Yeah, they will do that. Get that. Okay, painom nga. So, I don't know about you. Now, later on, well, in our generations, we don't know the word bully. But in this generation, there's such a thing as bullying. But during our time, we don't know about it. I don't know if you call it even bullying. But I experienced that. Okay? Or people that, think about it. You have classmates who don't want to buy pad paper and would always ask pad paper from you. You know, you remember avoidance. And then what would you say? Meron ka pa dyan? Wala na dalawa lang. Diba? Ganon.
Lalabas ko dalawa lang.
Oh, now you're talking. Did you lie? Did. Even your offices now. Now you would be saying, be courageous. Tell them. But you know, truth of the matter, you just want to protect yourself and you don't want to hurt other people. Okay? But you're still hurting talaga. May mga kumukunit, di ba? So 22% says, okay, personal transgression. 14% says avoidance of the situation or the person, but both falls under the category of protection, protecting yourself from further damage. Do we agree? It doesn't make it right, but we still lie. I committed that, by the way, in my life. Or some people who would just want to borrow your car over and over again, and then you get say, may lakad eh. Na pag binalik yung kotse, wala pang gasolina. Kainis, di ba? Ayos din eh, di ba? Love friends, sabi naman friend ko, hindi mo yan friend. Ang tawag dyan, abuser. Oh, di wala eh. Hindi kasi, naku, alam mo, magpapagas ako eh, kaso lang sarado na, tsaka hindi ako nakapag-withdraw. Ganon. Okay. Gusto mong hiramin yung credit card eh. Let me swipe the credit card. Diba? Alright, now, the other side would be economic advantage, okay, which is, one is to protect yourself, the other category is to promote yourself. So, baliktad na. So, one is to protect, the other is promote. Let's see how you use lying to promote yourself. Parang ayaw nyo to, hindi ko ginagawa yan. Let's try. Okay, mabait po ko. Ako din mabait din ako. Alright. Promotion na. Mabait? Ako din, mabait din ako. Okay, under to promote yourself, okay, 16% goes economic advantage or gain financial benefits. Yeah. How? You got work? You got work? Did you apply for work? And you got work because you want money, right? You do business, right? For what? For what? Come on. For money. Why you don't like to answer that? That's the truth of the matter. We work for money. We work for money to work for us. We get that money and we tell money you work. Right. We work for money, right? Well, if you're working and you say, I don't need money, please come here and help us, okay? But I believe all of us, even us who's doing ministry, we work, we get that money so we can pay the bills. Right? Alright, so economic advantage, you work, you've been to an interview, you've been through selling, you've been to client calls, you've been to meetings. Agree, disagree? Now tell me, can you tell me 100% that everything you said to your client, everything you said through the interview, everything you have said through a sales call is 100% true? You never lied. During the interview, how many of you have been in the interview? 100%? 100% talaga lahat sinabi nyo? Nung tinanong ka, what is your greatest weakness? Yeah. Exaggeration is also a lie. Okay, tanungin ka, paano kang magalit? Ano sagot? Tama? So, why is that? Financial gain mo yan eh. Okay? Okay. You're selling one product. Okay. And then, a customer or the client, potential client asks you, okay, anybody use this product? Truth of the matter, wala pang bumibili ng produkto mo. Will you say that? Come on. Be honest with me. No. What would you say? Yes! Ako, ginagamit ko yan. But what's the truth? Truth be told? Truth be told? The client is the first sale. And after the client bought, wonderful, can made the sale. I-post mo pa sa Facebook. Ang daming isang try. So, you never. Okay. You ordered from a restaurant and money. We're talking about promotion, economic advantage. And you ask the waiter from the menu, masarap ba to? Anong sasabihin ng waiter? Yes, sir! Bestseller! Okay. So that is gain, financial gain. Okay. Sean, you run a group of people, all right, servicing. Somebody calls you. Do you have the best team? Yes. Are you having some problems with them? Okay. So do you think you can really manage us and sell us dito with all these convictions with 100% quota? Yeah. Have you failed in the past? Oh. Tapang eh, diba? Now, many times, people will give you all the promises, heaven and earth, just to close a deal. Okay? You answer on the all truth, but nothing but the truth, you're gonna lose your job. Who are into advertising, marketing? I am. Many times, all right? How many billboards have you read? Have you seen? Okay, read. As in, binasa mo. Doon yung mga nakasulat doon. Age 32 with waistline, da-da-da-da. Kakikita ko lang kahapon, hindi naman yan yung waistline. Would you agree? So don't really, those are products of Photoshop. So why do they do that? Economic advantage. Because that's their life. But you know, I really like, there's a model, I will not tell her name, but she really got it into, you know, she didn't really like it. And she commented that we Filipinos now would, who said that? It's you who shared that with me. That she complained about it because the product after of her pictorial was Photoshop, made very sexy and all, but that's not how she really looked like, and she didn't like it. Because she said, you've got to respect who we are. I mean, we've really worked hard for this body. This is our body, and we're modeling for it. You shouldn't be doing that. But you Filipinos, you will just distort us like that. She didn't like it. Yeah. Artists, all right? When we promote them, we don't even like the way they sing. They don't have really the great voice. But when we promote them, oh, wonderful, because that's the best one. Economic advantage. Okay, products, you sell. You sell yourself in an interview. You sell yourself, your expertise during a work. Somebody tells you, are you great at doing this? Is this an excellent thing for you? Have you done this? How many times you would say, yes, I've done it. Yes, I'm great at it. Yes, I've expertise on it. But truth of the matter, it's not, but simply because you wanna have that deal. Connect? And we are so quiet. Next. There's also such a thing as personal advantage. You say a lie, okay, 15% would say personal advantage brings benefits beyond money. Beyond money. So if the first one is beyond money, some people will say a lie just to promote themselves. Not about money, but I'm really good at this. I'm great at this. This is my favorite. Okay? Having a date. Who been to a date? Who's been to a date? Amin na. Hindi kayo nagdi-date? You don't believe in date, only in marriage? Wow, okay. All right. Having on a date, right? Okay. And then your date that you are so attracted with will talk about a lot of things, and that seems to be not interesting to you. What would you say? What would you say? Would you cut cross and say to the person, you know what? That's not really interesting and I don't find it interesting. Can we talk about other things? We Filipinos will not. Come on now, be honest with me. What would you say? You'll write. You'll smile. You'll write. And you will pretend that the topic is? Interesting. Okay. Let me ask you again. How many times you heard a boring joke or a joke that is really flat? Have you heard a joke that is not really funny? Okay, but you laugh. Because everybody's laughing. Or, because ikaw na lang yung kausap, tapos yung tao mo offend na. This is really funny. Come on now. Personal promotion, friendship. You want to protect it, right? Yeah, friendship. As in, your friend, there are people who would really try very hard to make you happy, to please you, di ba? Tapos, nagpapatawa siya, hindi ka naman talaga natatawa, pero na-offend na siya, natatawa ka na lang, pero hindi naman talaga. Next. Eto na. 8% of the subject were still on promotion, self-promotion, okay? 8% would say they will lie for self-impression. Shape self-impression. Shape a positive image of ourselves. Okay. How many times you lied about something just so you look good? Huh. Okay. Where would you think the best foot forward comes from? Ano ibig sabihin nun? Best foot forward. Okay. Nasa yung pangit? Tago, di ba? So how do you call that?
It's called hiding.
Hiding! Okay. When you're dating, when you're in a meeting, the way you sit, the way you speak, the way you have your posture, it's because you have to shape a positive impact. Positive impressions of yourself. Right? Okay. If you are promoting, well, I used to be in a distribution, I used to be in marketing, product dev. You're promoting a juice or a water. You have to be seen drinking that juice and water all the time. Truth of the matter, that's not who you are. Yeah. Celebrity endorsers, self-impressions, this is what I promote, this is what I use, this is who I am. Take off the camera. Do you think it's true?
No.
Oh, wonderful. It's not. Yeah. There is one artist, we had one pictorial, and there's one celebrity, I will not tell her name, of course. Sinundan namin siya in the studio, right? And the pictorial was for a beauty product, for a makeup, okay, for a particular makeup. And I like her, and so really I asked, the people said, oh, she had this photo shoot for this makeup, and I'm so interested with the brand. I said, yeah. Okay, so how was it? How was the pictorial? So they were showing us the pictures. They had the pictures, and you know when they had hands all this, and it looks beautiful. And he said, wow, this must really be a great product. Di naman ma'am, MAC naman ang ginamit niya, hindi naman yan. Okay na sana. Bibili na sana ako eh. Sabi, no ma'am, she didn't, they were very honest. We were talking about the production crew, and they said, no ma'am, she didn't even use that. She didn't even touch that. Yeah. Not a single product, because I was hoping, I said, not even the eyebrow, because I love the eyebrow. No, it's still MAC. I'm not promoting back, okay? I'm just saying it was the real thing that happens to me. All right. And the 5% would say, okay, actually the self-promotion is the biggest. You've got 15%, 16% of financial advantage or gain. 15% goes on personal advantage. 8 goes for self-impression. 5 goes for the humor that I was sharing with you. Sometimes you joke or say story that didn't really happen because you just want to joke around and you just want to light up the conversations. How many times you have done that? Have you been into a boring conversations and you will just use some humor? You know it's not true, but you speak that and you say that simply because you want to light up the conversation. How many of you have said that? Done it. But you know it's not true, right? And you're quiet. Awkward moments. All right, next. Some people, okay, the smaller percentage would give or will do this to lie to impact others. 5%, okay, will be, I'll go first the lowest, okay? Social or being polite. Yun yung sinabi nyo kanina. You don't want to hurt people. You don't want, ayaw mong makabastos. Okay? So you are just being polite. Okay. So what are the common things that you just want to be polite? Food. Okay, somebody asks you, how do I look? Do I look good with this dress? How many times you would say no? Oh, husbands. What would you say? Sabi nila, that's the hardest thing that you ask.
We say that because we want something in it.
Exactly.
I want money.
I want money.
Kaya ang ganda mo.
Yeah. Eh, pero kung tinanong ka, sir, how do you look with this dress?
Hindi mo na ayaw ko siya papahiya.
Exactly. So that's being social or being polite. But you lie, right? Yeah. Because some people would come in really with all the confidence that they really look good. Or people would have the makeup or would have the new haircut and would ask you, oh, how do you find my haircut? What would you say? Oh, awesome! Truth of the matter,
Para ako si Jim Carrey, liar, sinasabi niya.
diba?
Ano nangyari sa Barbero?
Yung mga coach to. We're gonna be, look, we're talking, I'm sharing with you a research and we're talking about the normal people. This is the 99% of the population. If this is not you, congratulations, you are the 1% abnormal. Okay? So, at least, okay, but you're not normal. Okay, let's face it, we're not normal. I was just going through, there is this, I'm gonna share it with Coach A Coaching, but there is this new YouTube channel that I'm so fun lately. I'm reading, it is more about the mind, how the human minds would really process things. And I've been going through a lot. Like, for example, they've tested over and over that people would say, let's say 5 or 5 in a room, and okay, which line is longer, this or this, and then the 4 would say this one, and the only one, the subject will be forced to answer the same with the 4. Okay, so yeah, you will just agree with it. You would agree with it. And interesting enough, there is, hi Gerald, okay, we must have humor. Sabi ko na nga ba, Gerald? Interesting, okay. This social or being polite was tested. Earlier, I was just watching that with a 2-year-old. There is a school in Massachusetts wherein they try children in a room to test lying. So I really don't know if I will allow my children, okay? But there's really a room, and the teacher or the people there would really be on the verge of testing your children on lying. Because the director says like this, all right? If your children can lie, think about it, okay? Don't fret on me, okay? The director said, if your children or your child can lie as early as 2 years old, there is a great possibility that your child can adjust pretty well in life. Okay, let me support that. Sabi nila, ano ba yun? Ako rin, ganun ako, ano ba yun? Pwede ko bang ituro to? Sometimes when you're watching, it's difficult, no? Because you're trying to connect the facts, the study, and wait, I'm a life coach. How can I say this? But here's the thing. One of the study, okay, that they've done, there's a child, 2-year-old child, okay, and she's doing an activity. Remember, this is really tested and it's really like a program. Okay, and then, according to the teacher, okay, you've done a great job. Okay, I'm gonna give you something as a reward. And then the teacher get a paper bag and give it to the child, and she pretended to turn around and do something else. Okay, so enjoy, according to the teacher. So the child opened, and truth of the matter, what's inside is a soap, bath soap, a soap. And then the child really she couldn't imagine how to enjoy. A 2-year-old, two and a half, less than 3. And how do you enjoy? Really? The teacher turns back. And, oh, so how do you enjoy your cookie? You like it? Guess what the child said? What you said? What do you think that the child said? Yummy? You know what the child said? Oh yeah, I like it. I like the smell. It's real. Yeah, 2.5. Yeah, it's really sweet. Have you eaten it? Have you tasted it? Oh no, later. Let's continue with the class. I'm trying to connect. And then that's another one is, okay, she was presented, I think about 4 or 5, she was presented with a bunch of candies, really good, great, on the side, and said, hey, here's the thing, according to the teacher, here's the bags of candies, really sumptuous, a lot, bunch, and then here's the teacher, here's the student, I'm the teacher, I said the teacher like, okay, here, okay, I've got just one question with you, and let me read, okay, you will just have to answer either yes or no, okay? It's gonna be easy for you, okay? And if you answer yes or no, if you got it right, you're gonna get this candy. All right, so this is just like a cardboard, and here's the answer. And the child, okay, and the child would keep looking at the bunch of candies. And then now the phone rings. Remember, this is a study. The phone rings, and then the teacher, I'm sorry, I really have to go, I really have to answer this call. The teacher left the room. The child was there. What do you think the child did? Huh? It was really beautiful. The child sits like, and then when the teacher comes in, she was like smiling so big the smile. And here's the president of the organization says that, do you believe that you can see from the eyes if the person is lying? Do you agree that? No, it's not 100%, because a lot of people now have mastered how to dilate and not dilate the eyes. So, of course, obviously the teacher returns and the child was really smiling, okay? And it was like, then the study said, can you see really the reddish, the blushing? Because the study says that what they can read now, okay, is not even the lie detector. Remember the lie detector? Okay, that's only 50% accurate. Okay, but the new technology they're using right now is to really study, count, and that's technical, okay? That really they study the flashes of blood in the face. That's why there's so much blood. It becomes like reddish, nag-blush. And then when the teacher asks, so, do you have the answer? Okay, so what do you think the child said? No. Yeah, yes. The answer is yes. Hindi pa nga tinatanong eh. So, obviously, you got it. Now, what I got to say is that, well, the one would tell you, of course, because they wanted that she wanted that gain, but the first child really wants what? to please the teacher. Because the teacher was very good to her, and the 2-year-old just thought na, oh, it's maybe nagkamali yung teacher and everything. So she just said, okay, it's sweet. And she's just holding it. You're getting the point? Okay, now, another people would say that they would lie because of altruistic. Have you heard the word altruistic? What is that? Selfless. Okay? Do you know that there is a 5%, okay, of people who would lie because they want to help people? These are the people who will take the blame on themselves for a friend, to save a brother, a sister. Who did this? Me. Yeah, they got 5%. Okay? Some people would even get to court, get to jail because they cannot afford their siblings to get in jail. They said that. They said also there was I've read cases of parents taking the case of the children of the minors, altruistic. And the 4%, which I believe you don't like, is to impact others would be malicious. They do lie to hurt other people. So these are the people who would gossip. These are the people who would just naturally inflict pains on you. People who would just naturally say a lot of bad things to you. Now, my tip to all of you, okay, if you come across with people who would lie with malicious intent, although there are only 4% of them, don't try to reason out. Because whatever you tell them, they will not listen. Because to begin with, they know it's a lie. Have you tried explaining to someone everything that you could explain and that person seems to be so deaf and cannot hear you simply because to begin with they know it's a lie? So don't really go down and explain. Yeah. All right. Now, there is still, okay, 9% of the study that says unclear. Unclear. Okay. So the first is protection, self-protection. Next is self-promotion. The other is to impact others, which we could, somehow accept. Now, here's the thing. There is 9%, to be honest, unknown, unclear. The 2% is, if you have the 2% social or being polite, the other 2% is, which I don't think you like, pathological. Pathological liars, people who just ignore and disregard reality and truth. And ito yung mga sinasabi nilang talagang, habitual, not even habitual, it's innate with them to lie. It's a system in them. And there are people like that. As in, truth, tapos 10 lie, tapos truth, 10 lie. I've met people like that. And I don't know why they cannot, that's why it's unclear. Because the study says that they studied it, but they could not really. Some people would say it's psychological, some people would say it's biological, but the study said no, it's unclear. But there are really pathological liars who will just say and so comfortable with lying. Okay, it's like magkakasakit sila pag nagsabi sila ng totoo. Yeah, it's either they exaggerate, understatement, but they don't want to say the truth. Yeah, well, I have shared in my previous talk that I've been a victim of corporate bullying. I had a bully boss like that. Not really my direct boss, okay? But I've been a product of that. And as in, beautiful people from the corridor, sisigawan niya, pangit! You know that, you know the person, di ba? Okay, yeah. From nowhere talaga, pangit! And as in, and then in a corporate meetings, in a corporate scenarios, literally, he will just destroy the facts. And what is interesting, because it's an executive, everybody will just play around it. And then after the meeting, somebody or the people will just say, okay, let's just work on it. You know naman, ganun na lang siya. So everybody knows he's a pathological liar. Nobody would cut straight on it. And you don't really know what's the truth. So, again, I was studying this, and according to the study, according to the research, the reason is unclear. And here's the thing, surprisingly, there are 7% of the studied and the survey that says motives are unclear even to themselves. Ito yung unknown. ito yung sinasabi ni Coach Candy kanina, that you would lie to yourselves. So there are times that you would lie to yourself. You would deny. You would lie how you feel. You would lie how you like it, how everything. And it's not clear why. Because study says it is not common for people to just hurt yourself. It's not common. So it's really unclear. Why would you lie to yourself? Like, there are people that they like, when they're buying, they want the red, but they will just buy the blue for something. They do that. And they will lie to themselves. So they said it's 7% is really unclear. Okay. Now, yeah, there are people that they don't know why they would lie. As in, 7% of the surveyed population, they don't know why they will say a lie or deceive other people, which is the most dangerous. Yeah, that's the most dangerous. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to dive in right now, and don't worry if you were not able to get the percentage, but what is really important is you were able to identify if you are lying to promote, to protect, to impact others, hopefully not unclear. Because that is really sad of you, if it's really unclear for you why you are, very common would be self-promotion. Next would be self-protection, and then impact, and the lowest would be 9% of the people who are unclear. So at the very, great thing to know that there's 91% that's so clear. Now, let me dive in right now and ask you, do you really know now your patterns? No? Yes? Okay. So, another research, have said, I'm going to get it from another research, and this is what they suggest, you can try to do some, they call it diary or journaling, and you try, because they say it's not possible that you forget why you lie. It is impossible. Yeah. According to research, there is no such thing as I forgot the reason. You just don't want to say the reason because you want to protect yourself. Do you know that? You lied, and then you're being asked why you lied, and you say, I forgot. That's another lie. That's why people would say, one lie after another lie, another lie, another lie. Truth be told, do you agree with me? Connect? Yes, Coach?
Share your checks right, Robert. Don't create a mountain out of a molehill. So, it's a good one.
Diba? So, people will do that. You create one lie, create another one lie, you get another lie, and everything. So, many times people would just continue keep, saying and doing all the lies, and they say just, I forgot. But research over and over would say, no, you have not forgotten it, you have chosen to forget it, or you just say you forgot it because you don't want another destruction on you. Again, another layer of self-preservation. Alright? So, what I'm going to suggest that you do, Coach A here coming in, take a journal, a notes of all the things that you believe you lie. You believe you lie. Okay, now here, I'm saying you believe you lie because there is such a thing as believing, rejecting, and accepting. Believing, accepting, and rejecting. Some people believe they just lie. Even if nobody tells them, but they say, I lied on that. That's not true. But people will not even ask you, but you believe it's lie. I mean, you just said it because you just want to be polite and you know you lied. Now, there are lies that you just accept. Pikit mata. Have you said of that? That's sabihin sa'yo, you lied on this. You said this, or you've done this, and you... No. That's not true. But how many times you lied? And you just accept it. So you've got something that you believe, meaning you know you did it. Not the lies that you accepted. I don't like it. I am really recommending that the ones that you believe first. Not the lies you rejected as well. Because there are lies that even with the proofs, have you met people with all the proofs and reality, they will say, no, it's not true. I have not done it. I've got proofs. No, I did not. Some people will say, I was in that meeting, but you were not there, and there's already proof that you were not there. People would still say, no, I was there. There are people like that. Or people who would say, I was there, or I wasn't there, but you were there because there were pictures. Lying husband, okay? Where were you? Okay. And there's picture already. No, I wasn't there. Ibang araw yan. Kamukha ko yan. May stamps. Kapatid, ano lang yan? Dati pa yan. Mali yung date nung picture. May date yung picture. Okay?
Kasi rin ang lying sa mga lawyer. Ay, huli ka na.
Huwag kang aamin. Yeah, I was about to say that. Okay? Because legally, lawyers, with all due respect, okay, we love you, okay? It's bad thing, right? Murder! Homicide lang. Diba? So, bawal talaga. Totoo naman yon, right? Totoo, bawal naman yon. So, bawal, sinasabi po ng mga lawyer. That's what I'm saying. So, I want to deal, kasi nga baka may legal angles po tayo, I'm not gonna deal with the lies that you accept and the lies you reject. Kasi minsan din po, may lies, tama ka ulit sir, I was about to go to that, may mga tinatanggap din po tayong lies kasi sabi ng lawyer, tanggapin mo na, mas madali yan kaysa lumaban tayo. Tapos na kaso. Right? Hello, hello? Yes. Correct. Alright? So, there are also lies na tinatanggap mo lang. Or, para lang makasingil tayo o makakuha po tayo ng medical benefits, kahit hindi mo naman kailangan magpahinga, okay, rest for X number of days. Right? So, tinanggap mo. Kasi sabi sa'yo ng doctor or sabi sa atin ng medical natin, you cannot do it without doing this. So, tinanggap mo yung lie. Are you getting my point? So, I'm not asking you to record the lies that you accepted and the lies that you rejected. I just want you to record the lies that you believe. Okay? Meaning the lies that you really know that you did it. Okay, now, you've got to understand, write it, try this for 7 days. Okay? Try this for 7 days and be honest. Ikaw lang naman yan eh. You're not gonna show it to me. Okay, be honest. Write really, okay, so please visit Coach A coaching community. I'm gonna post this research and the reasons why you lie so you can get something out of it and you can mark, because you need to mark, okay, what are the reasons that you lie. And another thing, you also have to note when. When. And with whom. Either, okay, when? Because there are also research that says there is got to do with the timing of our lying. Some people would lie on a Monday, on a Friday. Kaya daw may Monday blues. Yeah. Meron daw people who are prone to lying on a midweek because pagod na. On a Friday kasi pauwi na. Or on a weekend at sasabihin sa'yo, naka-doze off ako ngayon, ha? Off. Don't talk to me. They would say that. There are also people lies when they are with this group of people. So, take a note of what you lie about. Take a note of the timing. Take a note of the people. Okay? And if none of that can matters, then most probably, it would be a circumstance that you really have to go through. Because if you are not influenced by time, you are not influenced with the people you know or you're really with, okay? Because sabi po nila, when you are in a sales, okay, with all due respect to our sales team, normally daw if you are in the sales, kahit pagod ka, hindi mo pwedeng sabing pagod ka. Kapag kailangan power, hindi pwedeng wala kang power. Pag sinabi mong, I have a guest like that, pag sinabi daw, power up, ano ba yun, hyper tayo, kahit hindi ka na hyper ka pa rin. So I'm not, you would get to understand now, when I'm with this team, when I'm with my workmates, I would have to be putting up that face. Then at least you understand. Now, if it's not about the time or day, and it got not to do with the people around you, so there's no outside influences, then now, it's within you. Okay, now, if it's within you, you go back to the chart and really identify the why and how you can improve. Because that's zeroing into, it's all about you. Lying is not good. Lying is not something we tolerate. Lying is not something that we promote. Truth be told, we want the truth. But there are reasons and there are purpose why you lie. And it is important that you get to understand that because we've got to start loving ourselves, not because we started lying, meaning we are the worst person in the world. But not because we have reasons for lying, we would also be tolerated. What is important is wherever you are today, whether you're lying pathologically, whether you are lying occasionally, whether you are lying for some reasons that, you're about to uncover and unveil tonight after my talk, the important thing is you start facing the truth why you are lying, and you start seeing a beautiful version of you that is already courageous and say, I can stand the truth. At the end of the day, facing the truth is being courageous, and saying lie is being a coward. And it matters to a beautiful self, a beautiful you, that you speak the truth, but nothing the truth, because it will help you to live a beautiful life, a joyful life, and at the end of the day, that's going to be healthy for all of us to be speaking the truth, but nothing the truth. Good evening, everyone. This is Coach A. Thank you for joining me tonight.